I want to thank you to be here today, because I know that last night it was Halloween, so maybe a lot of you have partied yesterday and now you are very, like, I don't know, in a bad mood. Not in a bad mood, but in a bad physical form.
C'est un petit trou de trésorerie temporaire.
Le découvert, ça fait 3 ans qu'il est temporaire.
I would tell you that On Ira is about an old woman who is sick and wants to die, and she wants to have an assisted suicide, which is a thing was illegal in France. So she's gonna lie to her family so they drive her to Switzerland so she can have access to that thing. And I would tell you that it's a comedy. So it's kind of weird because the subject is kind of dark and heavy, but this is a funny story about a family. It's a story inspired by my grandmother and my relationship with her. She had one nightmare which was ending her life being really sick and in the incapacity of deciding for herself how she would die. And so we had discussions about that. And when the time arrived that she died, she has a really classic death, if I could say. I want to heal that moment of the end of her life, and I want, with the narration of a movie, to change it. And I want to write a new story for my grandmother. And so I wrote this story, and I wanted it to be a comedy because my grandmother was so funny, and she learned me how to laugh about dark things and big subjects like death and sickness and all of those things. American cinema is a cinema that I grew up with, and this city in Los Angeles is kind of a dream. When I come here, everybody's talking about cinema, about movies, and this is like my passion. And so, yeah. I used to dream about doing movies here and work here, and so now being here with this movie in particular is like crazy. Yeah, there is one name who's Greta Gerwig, which is I'm so fan of her, and because she's a woman, and we need more women in the cinema industry, and in France, it's kind of cool to see that there is new woman director and narrations about women and women stories, and I think Greta is representing really well this kind of cinema. It's not about having a woman director. It's more about having more women stories, talking about women, stories about women problematics, about women life in society. This is what we miss, and yeah, this is what is cool about Greta. Is like she's talking about women, and she's a woman. So yeah, I think we need more of that.
Parce que moi je me dis que si je fais une connerie, du coup c'est pas très grave.
Ah, il est carrément mort le camion. On dirait qu'il y a des rongeurs qui ont mangé tous les fils.
Non, c'est pas les nonnes. Les nonnes ils mangent que des céréales, donc commencez pas avec les nonnes.